Welcome back, everybody. It is me, Stuart Marshall from Pillmarsh Group, and welcome to the This Is Indie channel. Uh, Today we have another video to watch, another short film to watch, and this film is one of my favorite ones actually out of the whole competition. I had a list of what I thought was gonna. I had a list of what the top 5 were gonna be. I had a list of what the top 10 were gonna be out of the 4 Points film project. Then I had all these honorable mentions, and one of them was Found in Time. And this film actually stood out to me a lot, and it has so much potential, so much potential. I'll quickly look back at my notes because I still have them. Because I'm not sure, because it did win Best Use of Genre. This film won Best Use of Genre, and we were nominated alongside with them, and including True Story. If you guys watched the previous video, True Story was also in Best Use of Genre, and I said it in the live stream reaction vid that it was a privilege and honor to be considered for Best Use of Genre alongside these two films. Because to me, Best Use of Genre means that we're hitting the right grooves. Our team, Pillmarsh Group, we're hitting the right notes, we're hitting the right pacing, we're hitting the right look, feel, story. Like, you can engage in the story, and Found in Time, you can easily engage into its story. Now, when I watched it, there were audio problems when I watched it, but I do believe the version that we're going to be watching today, I think, has fixed a bit of the audio. We'll see. I haven't watched it yet. We'll definitely watch it in a moment's time, and we'll see if they fixed it. Other than that, I thought this was a really good film, really good film, and I hope that they expand on it. I really do. I really hope that they expand on it. This can easily turn into a feature film. To be honest, if the script was worked on, 70 pages, nice pacing, this would be a really nice fucking drama, man. Like, I'm not gonna say it probably won't be up to that level, but you know, I was gonna say, like, you look at films like Castaway, you look at films like Sleepless in Seattle, you look at films like all these like love romance films and stuff like that. Like a love fantasy or something like that. This is sort of along that line of what was I gonna say? It's around that type of genre. It's around that type of genre. It's roughly like the same type of storytelling, and that same feeling. And man, it has so much potential, and I'm happy that it won Best Use of Genre. I really am. It really stood out to me, and today we're gonna react to it, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts, my critiques, and yeah, we'll talk about the film a little bit. Huh? Let's get started. Okie dokie.
It all started with you. The first bottle. Think of all you went through to find me.
My dearest love, I know we have yet to meet, but our paths were always meant to cross, or this message wouldn't find you now. I long for the day that we can be together. Please find me.
What? No, not home boiled. 18 love letters later when I was hooked after the first one. But now I can finally find you. Fuck me,
Hey, how are you?
Hey, sorry, we're not open yet, but if you want some jars, you can grab them fast kind and drop some cash in the box.
Are you Helen?
No, passed away a year ago. Something I gotta show you.
Great pacing there.
You're not the first guy to find her bottles.
All right, I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, one more message for you. Yeah.
Oh, devastating.
You're gonna have to read it and leave it behind. I don't think you'll be the last one.
You found me. I know our journey together ends here, and it's not quite what you expected, but your belief in love gives my soul peace. Love is out there waiting to find you, but you have to let it in.
Wait! You should at least try some of Helen's honey.
I appreciate that, but it's kind of awkward as is. I'm gonna head out.
Come on, take it with you, try it out. You have 10 seconds to change my mind and the clock is ticking. There's no better honey than this.
All right. I appreciate that. It's cool to at least know that you guys are back here. Maybe I'll come check you guys out one of these days when you're open.
Yeah, you should come check out our town location. It's way more urban than this. Who knows, you might find your future lady or another grandmother.
Too soon.
Hey, at least you know you can feel that feeling again. Even if it was towards my 115-year-old grandmother.
Did you ever think all this through? You know, like, I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of poor schmucks coming by.
Not everyone got the location message. You know, timing is everything. It's just meant to be.
My darling love, when will we meet? The hardest part is just believing that our love exists everywhere all the time and that it's just waiting for the right moment to show up. Please find me. Colin.
Oh, sorry, there's a lot of Kitty vs. Spetty stuff on here, but like, oh my god, like like I'm tearing up a little bit. It's the reason why it won best use of genre, right? Like, it's like it was perfect in terms of like how the way it was written, how the way it was portrayed. It was so good. It was so good. Like, I'm not sure how everyone else would have reacted to it, but to me, this stood out a lot. It's hard to get a romance genre and nail it, and this one nailed it so well. It was crazy good into the genre. Like when I first watched it, I had massive critiques. Like how long does that? So 7 minutes. I think they still had time to actually shoot a little bit extra. Where did it start? Probably 18, roughly. Yeah. So 18. So that means we would need to get to, because you have 7 minutes of screen time, so you can sort of get to. They had a little bit more time. I'll talk about the story first, and then I'm going to talk about the technical aspect, because I think they missed out. There wasn't, because the first time I watched it, the audio was just the audio wasn't clean, it wasn't fixed, nothing like that. In terms of, it wasn't leveled out, it wasn't equalized. Right now, I'm not sure if it's my headset, but it sounded a little bit blown out. I'll just bring that down a little bit. I had the same emotions when I first watched it. You know, like I remember sitting down, like tearing, my right eye's tearing up. I'm like, fuck. I'm a man. I don't have feelings. like that's what I said to myself. I was like, fuck, how? I was like, ah. And it frustrated me that that just little technical aspects, a tiny bit of direction, a tiny bit of detail, and then this film would have easily been in the top 10, almost top 5. Like almost. It was just almost there, and it was wild. For a romance film to get that far, to me, this would have been like where did I place it? Like, you guys won't be able to see it, but where did I put it in terms of rank? So, oh, you guys can actually see that. Where did I put it? Family Time. Yeah, best screenplay. It had audio problems. But for me, that was like my own nomination pick. I thought the screenplay was excellent. Excellent. Man, the visuals, the calm openness of the very beginning of the film. It's dark. It's like a story is beginning, you know. We're taken immediately to the character, and like we're just already put into this world straight away, immediately. We're on an island. The main character's picking up bottles. He's getting messages. This is such an old story. It's such an old story. When you like messages in a bottle. Like there were so many films that did that back then. Like your treasure hunting films, your romance films, all that type of stuff. Like these are the things that like I'm trying to gather my thoughts at the same time. Sorry, guys. Because I'm thinking like 1,000 things at once. Who wouldn't want this? Like, put yourself into this character's shoes, right? Put yourself into their shoes. When you think about high school, right? I'm not sure how many of you guys got this, but in high school, I personally dished out love letters to some of the girls from in high school. I used to slip it into their lockers. I did it to like three chicks over those years. Actually, no, sorry. I did it to two chicks. Like in the same, like in year 7. I put like I did like a little love letter. Hey, I'm interested and blah 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 blah. I just put like random shit in there. I didn't sign my name, nothing. I didn't put my name or anything. I just slipped into their locker and walked away. But I remember I also got messages too. From I eventually found out who they were and all that, but it was exciting. It was like that wonder. Who was it? And you're there. You're there in the same high school. You're there. You're looking at everyone, going, "Man, who wrote that? You know, who the fuck? Who writes like this? Who sounds like this and all that?" And it ends up being someone that's that you least expect. You know. But the effort that was put into the love letters and the and stuff like that, it's exciting. But that is romance. That is for sure. And this and that's what this film reminded me of when I was back in high school, doing stuff like that. Because I used to have a diary. Right? So we used to get like a diary. We're supposed to fill it out like every single, like for homework and stuff like that. But the girls that were interested in me used to put their if they had a mobile at the time, they put down their mobile number, but they put down, now this is a throwback, they put down their MSN Messenger user or email and all that, so I can add them on MSN, and then chat and all that. So that shit, it was so cool. Oh, I wish I had that diary still. I wish I had it. It would have been interesting, because girls in my class used to just write a whole bunch of random stuff in my diary, and sometimes I wouldn't know until I actually come across it days later. But yeah, interesting, fun. I love the actors in this. I thought the main actor was, he's got such a lovable face. He has a great smile. He has a great look to him. His voice sounds great. It's like that lovable fool, right? That's the look that he's giving off. The lovable fool. Beautiful shots, beautiful night. Like they are utilizing the landscape because it's about beauty. They're utilizing it. They've definitely fixed their sound. They've definitely fixed it. Before you're unable to hear what the fuck they were saying last night, but now it's nice and clear. Some shots are really beautiful, man.
Hey, sorry, we're not open yet.
A little bit of comedy in there too, which is great. Fuck me, B. I think he was looking at his mark. Every time he looked down, I think he was looking at where to stand.
How are you?
I wouldn't be surprised. See, he's looking down, he looks down again. I think he was looking at his mark.
Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty sure he looked at his mark.
We're not open yet, but if you want some jars, you can grab them fast.
She's so natural. Delivery of lines are so natural.
Kind of drop some cash in the box.
Are you Helen?
No, passed away a year ago.
She's really good.
Something I gotta show you.
Nice pacing. nice pacing. The distance between dialogue and realization, and allowing the actors to breathe, and allowing the audience to breathe and take it in. Excellent, absolutely excellent. Olive oil. Like that is such a beautiful shot, to be honest, because it's a very photography style shot. Like photographers would do this for weddings.
Kind of drop some cash in the box.
But it's a really good example. It's a really good example of a mid shot, right? Using like a 50 or 85mm lens. Beautiful.
Are you Helen?
Yeah, one more minute.
But love is out.
So I'm not sure if they were using a jib. So a jib is like a little crane type thing, not as big as a crane, like it's just a couple meters tall. Either that or the cinematographer was really steady when they dropped the camera down.
Oh, wait!
Honestly, in DaVinci Resolve, the editing program that I use, if they spent a little bit more time, they can brighten up the dark spots in these, like in these shots. This shot you don't have to, because it's nighttime. But see here, it's a little bit too dark. You can actually balance that out. You can balance the shadows out in editing, and I think it would have been just given off a much more clean look, including here too. Like you can because what's not matching is the contrast from shot to shot. That's a beautiful shot. It's contrasty, but we need to bump the shadows a little bit. Because it needs to match. This needs to be bumped up a little bit. This shot needs to be bumped up a little bit. Our shadows. Just to match the previous shots.
You're not the first guy to.
The music is wonderful too. I would like to know if it was actually composed or if it was already done and they just got it off like Artlist or something. Or I can't remember what the website's called. I feel like there's a filter on the lens right now, because the reason why is because this is all bright, that's dark, and then we have the sun sort of just almost killing us.
You're not the first guy to find her bottles.
It definitely looks like there's a filter on it. Like an ND filter that's sort of like a 50-50. That's what it looks like. Those are hard to blend out to make it look right. Very difficult. See, like, so it's matching from shot to shot. That's what we got to sort of focus on. You know what I mean? Like, because if it's smooth, it's not going to jar the audience. It's not going to deter. It's not going to, like, your audience won't lose focus. But it's heavily noticeable. I would have waited a little bit longer, because we see him drop as a cutting point, which is a great technique, by the way. When people are blinking or moving or something like that, that's the best time to cut to another shot to have a seamless flow.
You're not the first guy to find her bottles.
But I would have held on to it for a little bit, and then, just so I can see the reaction. And then he drops it down, like, oh, I would like to see that reaction.
Alright, I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, one more message for you. Yeah.
Slow zoom in.
You're gonna have to read it and leave it behind.
I would have cut to a close up. because I would have zoomed in on his face, and then just from an audio cue, you can hear the footsteps come back, and then she can grab his hand, flip it around, plonk it into his hand, and then he can look at it to match the same shot when he's looking down. So when the camera is like from a low angle peering up at him, you can still make that same style, that same look, and it's just plonk, and he's got given another one. Like, those are the things I think would tidy up and keep the style of the film going. Because see here, yeah, I honestly think I would have just went from that zoom in, she comes back, and then plonks it from in his hand in this shot. Like, I think that would have been beautiful.
You found me. I know our journey together.
The voiceovers is great too, because it's like a novel. His acceptance is so he's accepting the outcome. When he wanders over to the pile of bottles, he knows that the journey is over. He doesn't know what to do, he feels lost, and that's what happens sometimes when in relationships. When things come to an end, and if they do come to an end, the acceptance part is the hardest part of all, right? So this is a clear resemblance of acceptance and letting go. Whew.
Oh, wait! You should at least try some of Helen's honey.
I appreciate that, but it's kind of awkward as is. I'm gonna head out.
Come on, take it with you. Try it.
He's got such a baby face. He's got a baby face. Like, you can't hate the dude. He's like, it's a really good cast. It is a really good cast. Just this baby face. He's got a great smile. He's got a nice voice.
Right out. You have 10 seconds to change my mind, and the clock is ticking. There's no better honey than this.
All right. I appreciate that. It's cool to at least know that you guys are back here. Maybe we'll come check you guys out one of these days when you're open.
Yeah, you should
Continuity error. Ooh.
come check out our town location. It's way more urban than
Audio
this.
was a little bit off there. The blending. If you had Atmos, you can blend it easier.
Who knows? You might find your future lady or another grandmother.
Too soon.
Hey, at least
joke.
you know you can feel that feeling again, even if it was towards
The right. We're punching in. We're zooming in.
my 115-year-old grandmother.
Did she ever think all this through?
Nice
Yeah.
camera angle. Television, straight up television type angle of shooting. It looks good.
Well, like, I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of poor schmuck.
Like, I honestly felt like I was watching a TV show. There's so many things right about the film. It's minor details, and it's frustrating. To me, it's very frustrating because the potential is right there. Oh,
Trucks coming by.
Not everyone got the location message. Timing is everything. It's just meant to be.
that cut there was a little bit jarring. It was just meant to be.
It's meant to be.
And then there's like a little frame, right? Like, it's weird.
Message. Timing is everything. It's just meant to be.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about how the way to go about this transition better, because to me it just feels off.
Thing. It's just meant to be.
I think we should lingered on him as the final shot and his thought process, and he's just looking at her, and then he looks back at the steering wheel, looks ahead, and we cut to like a front shot of him holding his hands on the steering wheel. And then from there, like, we're still punching in, we're still zooming in, or we're dolling. I don't know how you can do that, but like in the car, unless you rip the car apart. But just had that final linger on the main character as she's saying those last bits of dialogue, and then transition to.
It's meant to be.
I would have transitioned. I would have started. This is the point where I would have started the shot, right here. He's like this at the steering wheel, and then he's like this, with the same look, staring at the jar of honey. Like juxtaposition. Like that's how you create smooth editing. I'm sure, like, you know, different choices of shots would have definitely helped it out. Like, you know, yeah, it's a little bit too quick, the realization. It's a little bit too quick. The looking up first and then looking at the bottles, I don't think that was the right way to go about it. In my personal independent directing opinion, I think he should have had his head down. He should have peeked with his eye, and he would have saw the pen and blank paper. He would have looked at the bottle, and then he would have started coming to that realization, because that would help the audience out. It will have that. It will keep the flow of the entire film. This feels like he's just come up with a fucking idea on how to scam people. That's how I'm gonna make money. Like, it looks like he's about to scam someone, but he's like, "What did I think of that shit?" I love you. Send me my money. This is the Bitcoin address. I promise we'll meet together. I'll double your Bitcoin. You send me 1 Bitcoin, I'll send you 2. That's what it looked like to me. Yeah, but yeah. But I think if you spend an extra, because I think you had a little bit more time, you could have spent an extra like
darling love,
20, 30 seconds.
The hardest part is just believing that our love exists everywhere all the time.
This is a beautiful,
just
beautiful
waiting for
sequence
the
too,
right
by the way.
moment to show up. Please find me. Call him.
But he does something different. He decides to put mementos, items into the jar, which the grandmother didn't do. He decided to go, I want you to find me. I want you to find, you know, the other half of this, right? So, the other half of the heart. And then he's about to throw it like a grenade. Boom! When I first saw that shot, I couldn't help but fucking laugh, man, because I couldn't help but laugh because I actually thought he was actually gonna hit her, but that was pretty close, man. That's like about 2.5 meters away from her, right? I'm going to assume that that's one take wonder, because that was pretty good. And then I believe this is the director, I believe, or the writer of the film. What a great smile. Great smile. A fade out. Shelby. Yeah, Shelby Harper did really well as a director and writer. Like, really outstanding. Man, I'm just, I can't express how close they were, in my opinion, on this becoming a winning film, in my opinion. To me, when you get the best of genre, you are very, very close to winning. The only thing that hindered this film, the only things are the most minor things. Brightening some of the shots, equalizing all the colors and color grading and so on, trying to match the colors of all the color and contrast of all the shots. The audio at the time wasn't good at the time. It was like low, you couldn't hear anything. It was, audio levels were all over the place. But now hearing it in this mode, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. But fuck, it literally had me crying. It literally had me tears, man. Like fuck. It's a very powerful film, and with with a few shot changes, with allowing the audience to allowing the shots to linger a little bit in editing, this would have been a perfect film. Oh, perfect. It would have been a perfect film. Yeah, like beautiful location. Like I can't stress enough how much potential this film has. It still has to. Where I'm going with all this is that this film, Shelby, if you're watching this, Shelby, you should extend this into a fucking 70-page script. Because 70 pages should give you 90 minutes with the right same pacing as this, right? You could make a lot of money off this type of stories, because like romance stories are universal. It's a universal language, right? Romance. It would make so much money. If you film this for like, you don't have to. I always say it's not a crazy amount of money, but it is still crazy. Like anything more than like 10 grand is like a crazy amount of money. But if you shot this film for like $250,000, kept it minimal, like cast members and stuff like that, and really relied on the few actors and the locations and the cinematography and audio and music, and your own writing and directing skills that you're quite talented at, you could have a really outstanding feature film on your hands. This Found in Time has massive potential. Massive potential. Man. If you want, I'll come to Honolulu and we can all work together and we can all make this film. I don't have money though, so I'm as broke can be. But yeah, I think this was a good video today, guys. But yeah, that's my thoughts for Found in Time and the head best of genre. You can see why. I hope that you guys can see why too. But yeah, honor and privilege to be nominated alongside these guys. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Everyone did well. Alright guys, that's it for today. Join us again for, I think it's tomorrow. I think I'll be uploading as much as I can, day after day. We'll be back tomorrow. Another video, I don't know which one I'm doing next, but some more reactions and some more critiquing and a little bit of my thoughts, and hopefully it's a little bit insightful of thought process and what I think. But yeah, if you enjoy it, subscribe, give us a like, share the video, and hope to see you guys soon, yeah? Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye.